tirelessly to make sure that our students are fed each and every day. Here in Arkansas, we are proud to fully utilize all 3 of USDA's nutrition programs for the summer. So here in Arkansas, we participate in on-site summer meals, which provide nutritious, ready-to-eat meals at schools across the state. Meals to go, like here at Cato, where families can pick up multi-days meals and sometimes have them even delivered to their home. And our summer EBT program, which gives families the resources they need to purchase groceries all summer long. These programs work together to give children and families more options, better nutrition, and a stronger sense of food security. But we are not only here to celebrate these programs today, we are here to celebrate partnerships. None of this happens without the collaboration between local schools, state agencies, with federal support, and with the people on the ground. So to that end, we are incredibly grateful to have Governor Sanders and our Department of Education representatives, Department of Human Services representatives here with us today. Their leadership and commitment to child nutrition are helping us build a healthier, more food secure, and resilient Arkansas. So thank you again for being here to celebrate with us today. Let's continue to work together to make sure that every child in Arkansas has access to the meals that they need every day, every single day. So with that, it is my pleasure to welcome to the mic Pulaski County Special School District Child Nutrition Director, the people that get things done here, Regina English.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. So I just want to start off by saying that this takes a team. So there's so many hardworking teams that makes this a success for PCSSD. Currently, we participate in 2 of the programs mentioned. We participate in the congregate and the non-congregate meal feeder programs. We have 2 non-congregate and 4 congregate sites. And I just, without Governor Sanders and her staff, Arkansas Department of Ed, the Child Nutrition Unit, DHS, No Kid Hungry, for always including our district and everything you do. The PCSSD superintendent, school administration, district, office administration, our school board, as well as our operations department for getting us all fancy today. And finally, our outstanding food service department. They work so hard to make sure all these families are taken care of in the summer. They work really hard. Their day starts at 5 a.m. every day. So with this program, we have had the opportunity. We feed roughly 1,700 meals a day, 8,300 meals a week, and we're on track to feed 56,000 meals before the end of the summer program has ended. So just a huge, huge shout out to everybody who makes that possible for our families. Thank you.
Thank you, Regina. And now I want to introduce Governor Sanders, who without Governor, we would not have any of this. So we appreciate you being here with us today and to help us serve meals like we did last summer. So come on up and talk about it with us.
Thank you. You can tell those who are ready to actually work and serve meals. No offense, Jacob in a blazer. It's hot outside. I was told to be casual and ready to work, and so I'm ready to work. But don't worry, we will get something out of our secretary here this morning still. But it is great to be here with this group and excited about participating in this program again. Last year, this group was able to serve 293,000 meals. The problem is this year we're in early July and we've already served 325,000, showing what an insane need we have here in the state of Arkansas, but also why programs like this are so incredibly important. We know that if kids in particular are hungry and not eating, they're not learning, they're not able to do anything during the summer if the number one thing they're concerned about is whether or not they're going to have a meal next. And so programs like this, programs like the summer EBT program, and I see almost 2 full rows of our state legislators that are here. We work together in a bipartisan effort to pass legislation making Arkansas the first state in the South to offer free breakfast to every single student in our state, making sure fewer kids are hungry. that type of activity and action doesn't happen by accident. It's because of collaboration of the members of our legislature, because of collaboration with groups like the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance and the incredible team that they have working here, our districts, and of course Mary and Jacob and a number of our State Board of Education members that are here, several other members of our cabinet that are working in lockstep to make sure that people across the state of Arkansas are not going hungry. It's one of the biggest challenges that we have in our state, but it's something that we are not going to ignore and refuse to take on and tackle. I know that we can move Arkansas from being at the bottom of this list by utilizing programs like this. As we're gathered here, I'm reminded of a story of a very good friend of mine who she and her husband, they live in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and for a long time they were coaching their son's baseball team, and they could see on the baseball team that these kids were incredibly talented. However, they couldn't seem to ever win a game. And the husband was smart enough to enlist his wife and say, hey, can you help me figure out what's going on? These kids are obviously talented, but we never seem to win a game. She shows up at practice. She starts visiting with each of the kids, and she finds out it wasn't that they couldn't play. It's that they were hungry. Most of these kids were coming from school where they hadn't eaten and weren't having dinners and snacks and things, so she started getting meals and feeding this team. They actually added more practices, and for 4 nights a week, she was bringing meals for the entire team. Turned it around. They started winning, went on to win 3 state championships, showing what a difference a kid who is fed can make. We can't count on a mom like that showing up and feeding every single baseball team across the state of Arkansas. So that's why programs like this, that's why partnerships like this are so important, so that we can step up and make sure that that is not the exception, but that's the rule, that every kid in the state of Arkansas has access to good, healthy, nutritious meals. And so proud to be here and be part of this partnership, and really appreciate the leadership of all of this group and everybody working together. And Jacob, you may want to ditch the blazer because we're about to make you work a little bit. So thank y'all for being here today.
Good morning. My name is Jacob Oliva. I work at the Department of Education, and I'm ready to roll up my sleeves and do some work. But this is exciting, and it's really a fun time of year for people that work in schools. A lot of times people, when they think about schools, they don't realize how hard they work in the summer, continuously getting ready for the next school year. And when we think about all the wonderful initiatives and programs that we have during the school years to make sure that students have access to healthy meals and supporting our students and families, because we know when students are hungry, that could impact their learning. We do a wonderful job, and I like to almost think about it as two pathways. Like, one is, do we have access to high quality, healthy meals? And 2, what are we doing to support health, food, and nutrition education? And schools play a big part of that throughout the school year. But it doesn't stop then. And when we were tasked with coming up with some partnerships, working with the legislature and our other state agencies to say, how can we continue these programs through the summer? We were able to do that, and that's because of our governor's vision and our push to make sure that we're supporting all of Arkansas families. So I actually wrote down a number. So we've worked throughout the entire state, and we are able to solidify partnerships to have summer programs just like this one with utilizing about 160 organizations that include 126 school districts that are supporting 630 feeding sites throughout the state. So thank you to school districts like Pulaski here and all the school districts across the state for making this a priority. And I think every summer we look forward to visiting other sites as well. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Secretary Oliva. I will hold your jacket while you distribute food if you would like. If you would like. Yeah, I know. It's really. Well, next to the mic is DHS's Mary Franklin, Director and Division of County Operations. And I just want to say that the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance couldn't do what it does without partnerships with, like the one we have with DHS. And we work very closely with Mary Franklin. We're grateful for you. So if you want to come on up.
Good morning, everyone. And thank you for inviting me to this event. Thank you for having the event. On behalf of all DHS, I just want to say how proud we are to participate in the summer feeding programs, particularly summer EBT, along with the other things that we do to support our Kansans who are in need. I am excited. This is our second year for summer EBT, and we've been able to make some improvements this year over last year. One of those improvements is children who are eligible this year that were eligible last year. We reloaded those same cards so they didn't have to wait for cards to arrive in the mail this summer. We also have launched an online way to apply for summer EBT this year, and working with partners, Hunger Relief Alliance, the Department of Education, all of this happens through teamwork. But through this work that we have done, we have been able to identify even more children who are automatically eligible for summer EBT, and our number this year so far is over 325,000 children served, and we expect that number to continue to grow. We're taking applications through August 25th. One thing I would like to do is just get the message out there. If you're not sure if you qualify, go ahead and fill out an application. We have staff ready to process those applications and get those cards mailed as quickly as possible if you qualify. One thing that may not be known, Head Start and early Head Start children are eligible automatically for summer EBT, but we need them to complete an application. So we encourage you to do that. If you have any questions about summer EBT, we have a website. Our communications team has done an amazing job helping to get the word out and provide easy access to information online. Just go to ar.gov/summer EBT, and you can find out what you need to know and even link to the application. And I want to also thank Governor Sanders for her leadership in this area and for making combating hunger in Arkansas our priority. Thank you to our partners, Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance, Arkansas Department of Education, and our partners inside DHS and all the other entities that work on this issue and help make sure that kids aren't hungry. Thank you again.
Thank you. And next up, last and certainly not least, is Patty Barker. Patty Barker is the Arkansas No Kid Hungry Director and a longtime and very beloved member of the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance staff. Patty, you want to come on up?
Thanks, Sylvia. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Mary talked about teamwork, and it's definitely teamwork that makes this a success over the summer. The fact that Arkansas is offering all 3 nutrition programs for children during the summer, so on-site meals, which Regina is doing some of here in Pulaski County, this kind of meals to go site like we have here today. On top of that, the cherry on top is summer EBT. Look on the back of Regina's shirt. You can hold your phone up right to that QR code and still apply for summer EBT. But as we've already said, 325,000 Arkansas children have already received their benefits for the summer thanks to Mary's dream team over there at the Department of County Operations at DHS, and the Nutrition Dream Team, some of whom are here with that work with those hardworking child nutrition directors who get up this early every morning to serve kids throughout the school year and during the summer, and it takes all of those pieces to make this work. So children are active and engaged and well-nourished all year round so they can thrive next fall when they come back to school. So I want to bring Mary back up, though. And Mary has received a special award this summer. She already knows about it, but she doesn't actually have the award. She is a No Kid Hungry Summer Hunger Hero, and I have another Share Our Strength No Kid Hungry partner from our national office, George Kellerman, who is a senior vice president with Share Our Strength, has come all the way to hand Mary her award. I want to let George say hello.
Thank you, Patty. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's great to see so many faces and all the energy and passion around this. And Governor, thank you for being here. I don't know if you remember, but we met many moons ago And we were both in previous roles, so it's great to see you here and see your family here and see your commitment and leadership. First, I just want to acknowledge all the partners. We couldn't do this, No Kid Hungry couldn't do this without partners on the ground. So the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance is a great trusted partner, and we really appreciate your partnership, and we're thrilled to be here with you today. Just want to echo what the governor said. Arkansas is a national leader when it comes to adopting innovative solutions to fight hunger for kids. So thank you again, Governor Sanders, for your commitment to Arkansas's kids. Also like to thank members of the legislature that are here and leaders from the USDA Southwestern Regional Office, Arkansas Department of Education, Arkansas Department of Human Services, and all the state and local partners for your efforts to ensure that kids have access to nutritious foods during the summer. So thank you all for joining us here today. So as Patty mentioned, No Kid Hungry recently announced our annual Summer Hunger Heroes awardees, 13 awardees hailing from 10 states across the country that have shown outstanding commitment to summer hunger relief. This year's Hunger Heroes have gone above and beyond to expand summer meals in rural communities and broaden the impact of summer EBT. Today, as was mentioned, we have a 2025 Hunger Hero with us. Let me give you this, Mary, and then say a little bit about you. Go ahead and applaud for Mary. On behalf of No Kid Hungry, I am pleased to recognize Mary Franklin, a director of the Division of County Operations for the Arkansas Department of Human Services. Her commitment to ensuring summer EBT reaches all eligible families has made a difference, and we're grateful for her significant effort the past 2 summers. Mary, we're presenting you with the certificate today. Thank you for your work to feed thousands of Arkansas's kids. Summer EBT is a proven policy that addresses long-standing challenges of feeding kids during summer months, and we're pleased that Arkansas is a leader in this space. So thank you again, Mary, and congratulations. Now back to Patty.
Thank you. Mary's been a great partner, and she's got her team here, and thanks for your hard work. Next, what we're here about today is making sure kids get nutritious meals that'll last them for 5 days, breakfast and lunches, and we're going to proceed out the door over here to actually serve some of the families who had already lined up and are ready to go. So thank you so much for being here. Have a great 4th.